This is author and speaker Natukwasa Lindon. And thanks so much for the messages you really send me on WhatsApp. And thanks so much for engaging and really coming on board. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, sorry. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry for that interruption. Um, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm so inspired that I started a dream just 5 years back. But I just thank God that at least we're getting somewhere. And I discovered something that whenever a message actually comes into your mind, something life changing comes into your mind, you need to follow it. I mean, you need to act on it. Because the message for self motivation and goal settings just dropped in my mind in the year 2013. And I have been doing many series in churches, schools, universities, and different companies. And I have seen it change myself. Even a message that I teach other people, I've seen it change other people. So yesterday I was sharing some testimony that some companies actually are benefiting from these teachings. And actually, it's just a small dream that you begin today that actually is going to impact the future. So I started out the messages. I never knew how far they could go, but I could see in my vision. I knew I had a desire like, to speak some encouragement, to speak some motivation into someone's life. You know, I feel that desire. And I understand that everyone has a dream, everyone feels they want to accomplish something, but there's always something that really holds them back. So it's today that we're going to look at something, decision versus indecision. And you can see, number one, I had the beginning. The hardest thing actually for most of the dreams and people is the beginning, really starting out something. And I share many with the youth or some people who meet me and they say, oh, I read your book, I saw your message is so inspiring. But again, someone says, I want to write a book, I want to start a business. How can I start? Then I just schedule for them time at office, they come, we talk. 2 weeks, I talk to them some positive words, I show them the examples. But in 1 month, you meet someone, then they again back to normal. So we are looking at the point. How can you get that positive desire, like to stick onto your dream, like to really bring out the results, like as when you're serving the community or even yourself, or like starting any idea, because the world is just still in abundance. I know there are more needs that are going to be made. Just before I was born, the world was moving on anyway, and needs were there. Even you watching right now, the point is that before you were born, the world was here, and you had to be born on God's plan, and you have what you need right now. And let's just get started into the decision, our topic today. But before that, I will salute you so much for encouragement, for following up, reading these books that are available on Amazon, getting on YouTube, subscribe. And one word can change the rest of your life. And most of the bigger things actually achieved by the people, most of the bigger opportunities brought out by the people are mega companies, a lot of strong families. Actually, someone in the past I used to underlook. I'm sorry, I have to speak the truth because I base my teachings on reality. I motivate people basing on reality. Because it's what we face on a daily basis. The struggles that we face on a daily basis is the success that we all need. It's the dreams that we all desire to make. So I used to look at a point like building a family was something easy. I thought it would just happen automatically. But recently I had to discover that a family is more into a great institution. Looking at what is happening in families, the way children are raised, in their careers, in their dreams, and they do some great work. So we look at the beginning. The beginning, I looked at a thought. Something just strikes in your mind, and it's that voice that says, oh, you can really do this. Just sharing part of my success, that I had a voice like, Lindon, you can do that, out of nowhere. For real, I have to be honest. I finished my high school like not knowing what I was going to do. Maybe by the time I was in secondary, like in senior two, I had no idea about life. the thing of motivation. I just came to discover them when just in early 20s. Actually, when I was 20, it was my turning point. I said, no, never again. It's not gonna happen again. So we look at the start. Then how can someone start? We have 2 points where people have actually taking other steps. Remember, we're just human beings. We get exhausted, we get tired. But I discovered patience, something that I had to learn in this time called patience. I knew I had that quality until I was doing a project. Then someone came and said, Lindon, can I talk to you? I said, yeah, why not? Yeah, as an entrepreneur, so motivated when there was that everything is so perfect, but you need patience. Then I asked myself, am I not patient enough? Then I had to practice it, and like in 2 weeks, I had to see results. So when you begin, this is the key point that you need to be patient, watching step by step. The way you can see day and night, they are not rushing, each one follows each other. And finally, day and night, they make a week, day and night, they make a month, day and night, they make a full year. And before you know, day and night, step by step, they have made 5 years.